Hey, welcome back to another episode of the English Hustle podcast. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Maria. We're thrilled to have you with us today.
In today's episode, we're diving into a crucial topic, staying motivated in learning English. We all know how challenging it can be to keep the motivation going, especially when progress seems slow.
That's right. We'll be sharing practical tips, strategies, and personal experiences to help you stay driven and enthusiastic on your English learning journey.
Before we get into the details, let me share a quick story. A few years ago, I decided to learn Spanish. Initially, I was super excited, but after a couple of months, my motivation started to wane. I wasn't seeing the progress I had hoped for, and I began to feel frustrated.
I can relate to that. It's easy to lose motivation when you hit a plateau.
Exactly. What helped me push through was setting small, achievable goals and rewarding myself for meeting them. I also found a language partner, which made the learning process more interactive and fun. These strategies kept me motivated and helped me achieve fluency over time.
That's a great example, Alex. And today we'll be sharing more tips like these to help you stay motivated as you learn English. So let's get started.
Segment 2. Understanding motivation. Number 1. Definition and importance. So, what exactly is motivation, especially when it comes to learning a new language like English?
Motivation is the drive that pushes you to achieve your goals. In the context of language learning, it's what keeps you going even when you face challenges. It's crucial because without motivation, it's easy to give up when the going gets tough.
Exactly. Motivation helps you stay focused, put in consistent effort, and ultimately achieve fluency. Number 2. Types of motivation.
There are two main types of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic.
Intrinsic motivation comes from within. It's when you learn English because you genuinely enjoy it or find it interesting. Maybe you love the culture, the literature, or you simply enjoy the process of learning.
On the other hand, extrinsic motivation comes from external factors. This could be a requirement for a job, passing an exam, or receiving praise and recognition from others.
Both types of motivation are important. Intrinsic motivation often leads to long-term commitment because you're personally invested. Extrinsic motivation can give you that extra push, especially when you need to meet specific goals or deadlines.
Understanding these types of motivation can help you identify what drives you and how to leverage both to stay motivated in your language learning journey.
Right. And it's often a combination of both that keeps you going. For example, you might start learning English to get a better job, extrinsic, but then you discover you love English movies and books, which fuels your intrinsic motivation.
By recognizing and nurturing both types of motivation, you can create a sustainable and enjoyable learning experience.
Segment 3. Setting clear goals. Number 1. Importance of goal setting. One of the key factors in staying motivated is setting clear, achievable goals. When you have a specific target to aim for, it's easier to stay focused and driven.
Goals give you direction and a sense of purpose. They break down the overwhelming task of learning a language into manageable steps.
Number 2. SMART goals. A great way to set effective goals is by using the SMART criteria. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
Let's break that down. Number 1. Specific. Your goal should be clear and specific. Instead of saying, I want to improve my English, say, I want to improve my vocabulary by learning 20 new words a week. Number 2. Measurable. You need to be able to track your progress. For example, I will complete one chapter of my English textbook each week. Number 3. Achievable. Set realistic goals that you can accomplish. It's better to set smaller, attainable goals than to aim too high and get discouraged. Number 4. Relevant. Your goals should be relevant to your overall objectives. If your aim is to improve conversational English, focus on speaking and listening exercises. Number 5. Time-bound. Set a deadline for your goals. This helps create a sense of urgency and keeps you accountable. For example, I will reach an intermediate level of English within 6 months.
Number 3. Tracking progress. Once you have your SMART goals, it's important to track your progress. This not only helps you stay on track, but also provides a sense of accomplishment.
There are several ways to do this. Journals. Keep a learning journal where you record your daily or weekly progress. Apps. Use language learning apps that track your progress and provide regular updates. Checklists. Create checklists of tasks or milestones you want to achieve. Checking off completed items can be very satisfying.
And don't forget to celebrate your milestones. Rewarding yourself for reaching your goals, no matter how small, can boost your motivation.
Absolutely. Whether it's treating yourself to a favorite snack, watching a movie in English, or taking a day off from studying, these small rewards can keep you motivated and make the learning process more enjoyable.
By setting SMART goals and tracking your progress, you'll have a clear roadmap for your language learning journey and a constant source of motivation to keep moving forward. Segment 4. Making learning fun and engaging. Number 1. Variety in learning methods. One of the best ways to stay motivated in learning English is to mix up your learning methods. Using a variety of resources can keep things fresh and interesting.
Absolutely. You can use language learning apps, watch videos, listen to podcasts, and participate in interactive activities. Each method engages different senses and learning styles, making the process more enjoyable.
For example, you might start your day with a language app like Duolingo, watch a YouTube video in English during lunch, and end the day by listening to an English podcast. This variety keeps you engaged and prevents boredom.
Number 2. Incorporating interests. Another great way to stay motivated is by incorporating your personal interests into your learning. If you love cooking, watch cooking shows or read recipes in English.
If you're interested in sports, follow your favorite team's news in English. This way, learning becomes a part of something you already enjoy, making it feel less like a chore.
You can also join online communities or forums related to your interests and participate in discussions in English. This not only improves your language skills but also connects you with like-minded people.
Number 3. Gamification. Gamification is a powerful tool to make learning more engaging. By turning learning into a game, you can make it fun and rewarding.
Many language apps use gamification techniques. For example, Duolingo has a point system, streaks, and levels that you can progress through, which makes the learning experience feel like a game.
You can also create your own challenges and rewards. For instance, set a goal to learn a certain number of new words each week and reward yourself when you achieve it.
Or compete with a friend who is also learning English. This friendly competition can be very motivating and add a social element to your learning.
By incorporating these strategies, you can make your language learning journey fun and engaging, keeping your motivation high.
The key is to find what works best for you and to keep experimenting with different methods until you find a combination that you enjoy. This way, learning English becomes a positive and rewarding experience.
Segment 5. Building a support system. Number 1. Finding a language partner. One of the best ways to stay motivated in learning English is to find a language partner. Practicing with someone else not only improves your speaking skills but also keeps you motivated.
A language partner can provide mutual support and motivation. You can practice together, share resources, and help each other with difficult concepts.
Look for someone who is also learning English or a native speaker interested in a language exchange. Apps like Tandem or HelloTalk can help you find language partners from around the world.
Number 2. Joining a community. Joining a community of English learners can be incredibly beneficial. Being part of a group that shares your goals can provide a sense of belonging and motivation.
Online forums, local language clubs, and social media groups are great places to start. These communities often organize events, challenges, and discussions that keep learning exciting.
For instance, you might join a Facebook group for English learners where you can ask questions, share experiences, and participate in group activities. This interaction with others can make your learning journey more engaging and less isolating.
Number 3. Seeking feedback. Constructive feedback is crucial for improvement and staying motivated. Knowing what you're doing well and where you need to improve can guide your learning.
Seek feedback from teachers, peers, or language partners. They can provide insights that you might not notice on your own.
Don't be afraid to ask for feedback. It's an essential part of the learning process. Positive feedback boosts your confidence, while constructive criticism helps you focus on areas that need improvement.
Additionally, participating in activities like language exchanges or speaking clubs can provide regular opportunities for feedback. These interactions can help you refine your skills and stay motivated.
Building a support system through language partners, communities, and feedback is key to staying motivated and progressing in your English learning journey.
Remember, you're not alone in this. There are many resources and people out there to support you. Utilize these connections to make your learning experience richer and more rewarding.
Segment 6. Overcoming common challenges. Number 1. Dealing with plateaus. Learning plateaus are common and can be very frustrating. It's when you feel like you're not making any progress despite your efforts.
To overcome plateaus, try changing your study routine. Incorporate new activities like watching English movies, listening to podcasts, or reading books that interest you.
Setting new, challenging goals can also help. For example, aim to have a conversation with a native speaker, write an essay on a complex topic, or learn a set number of new vocabulary words each week.
Sometimes taking a short break and then coming back to your studies with a fresh perspective can also be beneficial. It's important to give yourself time to absorb what you've learned.
Number 2. Managing time. Fitting language learning into a busy schedule can be challenging, but effective time management can make a big difference.
One strategy is to integrate English learning into your daily routine. For example, listen to an English podcast during your commute, or spend 10 minutes practicing vocabulary before bed.
Using a planner or a scheduling app can help you allocate specific times for studying. Even short, consistent study sessions can be very effective.
Prioritize your tasks and focus on what's most important. Break your learning into smaller, manageable chunks and try to study a little each day rather than cramming all at once.
Number 3, staying positive. Maintaining a positive mindset is crucial for staying motivated. It's normal to encounter difficulties and setbacks, but how you respond to them makes all the difference.
One way to stay positive is to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Keep a journal of your achievements and review it whenever you feel discouraged.
Surround yourself with positive influences. Engage with supportive friends, teachers, or online communities that encourage your efforts and celebrate your successes.
Practice self-compassion. Understand that learning a language is a long-term process with ups and downs. Be kind to yourself and remember why you started this journey in the first place.
Overcoming challenges like plateaus, time management issues, and maintaining a positive mindset are essential for keeping your motivation high in learning English.
Remember, every learner faces these obstacles. By implementing these strategies, you can navigate through them and continue to make steady progress.
Segment 7. Real-life examples and success stories. Number 1. Personal experiences. I remember when I was learning Spanish, I hit a major plateau. It felt like I wasn't improving at all. To stay motivated, I started watching my favorite TV shows in Spanish and joined a local language exchange group. This not only made learning fun, but also allowed me to practice in real-life situations.
For me, learning French was a challenge. I kept myself motivated by setting small, achievable goals like having a 5-minute conversation with a native speaker or writing a short essay. I also kept a journal of my progress, which helped me see how far I'd come and motivated me to keep going.
Number 2. Success stories. One well-known success story is that of Benny Lewis, also known as the Irish polyglot. Benny struggled with learning languages in school, but found success by immersing himself in the language and using it daily. His approach focuses on speaking from day one and making language learning a fun, integral part of his life. Benny has now become fluent in several languages and inspires others through his blog and books.
Another inspiring story is that of Steve Kaufman, who speaks over 20 languages. Steve emphasizes the importance of passion and enjoyment in language learning. He believes that staying motivated comes from engaging with content you love and continuously challenging yourself.
Hearing these real-life examples and success stories can be incredibly motivating. They remind us that while the journey may be challenging, the rewards are worth it.
Whether it's through personal passion, practical strategies, or inspiring stories, finding ways to stay motivated is key to achieving fluency in any language.
Segment 8. Tips and takeaways. In today's episode, we discuss the importance of motivation in learning English, setting clear goals, making learning fun, building a support system, and overcoming common challenges.
We also shared personal experiences and success stories to illustrate how staying motivated can lead to success.
Learning a new language is a journey with ups and downs. Stay patient and keep pushing forward.
Believe in yourself and your ability to achieve fluency. Every small step you take brings you closer to your goal.
Segment 9. Conclusion. To wrap up, we've covered strategies to stay motivated in learning English, from setting goals and making learning fun to building a support system and overcoming challenges.
We hope these insights and tips help you on your language learning journey.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the English Hustle podcast, leave a review, and share it with your friends.